What is going on, guys? I am back with part 3 on how to build this large modern house. And in this video, I plan on doing the pool area at the back side, as well as the interior furnishings for the first floor of the house. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with all of the work on the exterior of the house first. So you're gonna wanna go ahead and grab some andesite, polished andesite, white concrete, gray concrete, snow, oak fence, oak leaves, and a water bucket. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just start out by cutting a shape around the house so we can start filling that in with a bunch of andesite. So I'm going to start here at the back corner, and you may have had the shape with your concrete dug into the ground. So what you want to do is just go ahead and cut that line out. So as you can see, I'm just one block further than these pillars. And then you should continue with the concrete here, just wrap around the pillars still, one block all the way around them. And you can still see more yellow concrete there, but you just want to bring this over one more block after this last pillar. You could bring this in, and then what you want to do is start cutting out 2 spaces as soon as you reach the wall of this house. So we're basically going to have just 2 spaces around the entire house. But as soon as we get up here to this corner, you can just keep digging this all out until you reach this yellow concrete, which you could also dig out as well. And then continue digging all of this out and just wrap around the house. Just follow along all of the yellow concrete. And obviously you guys really don't need to do this if you don't want to, but I kind of felt like it just gave the house more of a foundation. So I just put a bunch of andesite and polished andesite around the house, and I personally think it just makes it look a little bit better instead of just having grass around the house. So I cut a shape all the way around. I mainly just followed along all of the yellow concrete, except I stopped it here, just one block after this pillar. I brought it in, and then we have 2 spaces dug out here. So now for this big empty space, you could just leave this as grass like I did, or you could go ahead and just have a bunch of more andesite and polished andesite here. So you could put maybe some tables out here and chairs to act as like a patio area. But for the original build, I just went ahead and filled this all in with grass. So I'm going to delete the rest of this yellow concrete. I'm going to replace it with dirt. So I actually forgot to grab that. So let me go ahead and get it. So you can just fill in that little area that we just cut out with dirt. But make sure to stop it. Or make sure to leave one block of space here at the edge. Okay, so right there. We still have one block of space going along there. So as you can see, I cut out 2 spaces right there. And now you just want to continue cutting out all of the rest of the grass that you have remaining within the shape. So this gap here, and then all of the stuff in the backyard, as well as all of the grass underneath this overhang here, like this walkway here, and as well as the parking space that we're going to have here. And one other thing you want to do is go ahead and cut out all of the grass, just one block underneath all of the glass that you have around the house. And then we're going to have a bunch of andesite and polished andesite underneath this space instead of just leaving it with grass or having the interior floors underneath there, because I kind of feel like this area here is more like the exterior and not the interior. So I'm gonna go ahead and just have exterior floors under there. So I'm gonna go around. I'm actually gonna get a potion of swiftness. I'm going to cut out all of the grass within the shape that we just cut out. And then we could begin actually starting the pool in the backyard. Then we'll go around the pool and fill in all the empty space with andesite. So I'll see you guys when I have this done. Okay guys, so I think I went all the way around and cut out all of the grass that we had within that shape. So this is the backyard right now. And then here, let me go ahead and just get rid of the potion so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, there we go. So yeah, this is the backyard. I just completely cut it all out. And then as you can see, I went all the way around and cut out just one block underneath all of the areas where we have glass. I did it for this doorway right here as well, and all of the space underneath this little walkway here. It's a little bit dark, so I'm not really going to go under there. But I did cut all of that out. And then I went around here and did the same. And I stopped it here. I have this all as grass. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and start doing the shape for the pool here in the backyard. And as soon as we have the pool done, then we could go ahead and start filling in all of the empty space with a bunch of andesite. And I'm going to put some bushes around on top of the house. I'm going to have trees over here like I did over there. But I didn't implement that into the actual plot size, just because I kind of felt like the trees weren't actually part of the build. So if you did want the trees, then I did say just to have a few extra spaces over here so you could have them. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the shape for the pool. And then after we get like this entire, like all the work for the exterior done, we can head on to the interior furnishings. Alright guys, so make sure you have your white concrete, and I'm going to be starting here at this back corner. And this is where we're going to start shaping out the pool. So you just want to go from this corner, we'll go towards the right, so towards that direction. And you want to make sure just to have 4 spaces here. And then you want to go in 4 spaces. So you can place 1 block of white concrete there. So you actually only have 3 spaces there and 3 spaces there. So I guess it's like 1, 2, 3 spaces diagonal from this corner. And then we start the pool here. Now I'm going to continue going towards the right direction, so towards that little overhang there. And we want to place 15 more blocks. So including this one, it's going to be 16 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so from that corner to that corner is 16 in total. Alright guys, so I'm at the back side where we started, and I'm going to go to the left side of this corner and continue with your white concrete, and you want 7 blocks. So including this corner, it's going to be 8 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you want to go behind this block and towards that little overhang again, and we're going to place 8 more. So that this one included, it's going to be 9 in total. So start right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from that corner to that corner is 9 in total. And then from that corner to that corner, it's 8 in total. So this is the shape that we have right now from the back side. Okay guys, now we're going to go back where we left off. So this corner here, we're going to go towards the left 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go up on top of that block, so towards that overhang again, and we're going to place 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now that corner and that corner should be lined up. So what you could go ahead and do is just bring this straight across to the other side. It should meet up like that. So now we have the overall shape for the pool. Okay, now for the final touch, we're going to have a little hot tub area up here at the top left hand corner. So it's going to be a 4 by 4 block area. So we're going to go from this corner, place 4 to the right. And then we already have 1 there, so we just want to place 3 more. So it's 4 in total. And then you could place 3 more here, and then 2 more there. So overall, you want 2 layers on the inside, and then there should also be like 2 layers over here, but it's only going to be showing as 1 as soon as we put the floors down. So right here, you should just have 4 spaces in the middle, and then it's like a 4 by 4 block square. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start doing the levels with our gray concrete. So I guess I'll head back down, go ahead and start doing this right now. So with your gray concrete, the first thing you want to do is just fill in the 4 spaces here within the hot tub. So you just have 1 block of space remaining. So this is how deep the hot tub's actually going to be. All right, now let's see. I like to start out shallow, get a little bit deeper, and then a little bit deeper again. So right here at this first area, So we're like on the side where the hot tub is. We just want to dig out 1 block down in the dirt. So I have 3 rows so far and 4 rows so far. And I would say that's good. So we have 4 rows like that. We're going to go ahead and fill this all in with gray concrete. All right, so I think that's pretty good. So I normally just randomize this. I don't have a specific number. I just think whatever looks best, I go ahead and do it. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut down 2 layers. So we're just going down 1 block deeper. And let's see, I'm doing the second row right now. I would say let's do 3 more rows. So we have 5 in total for this layer. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and fill all of this in with gray concrete. Okay, there we go. And now at this last area, we're going to go ahead and cut down three layers, my bad. And this is going to be the deepest part of the pool. And if you wanted to, you could go ahead and have a diving board right here, but I'm not going to. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and cut all of this out 3 blocks deep. We're going to fill in the bottom with gray concrete. And then as you can see, we could still see a bunch of dirt here on the sides. So we're going to go ahead and have to fill that in with white concrete. So let me fill all of this in with gray concrete for the floors. Alright, so there we go. We have 3 layers in total. So 1 block deep, 2 blocks deep, and 3 blocks deep. So now I'm going to switch to my white concrete. I'm going to delete all of this dirt on the side walls. And I'm going to be replacing it with white concrete. Alright guys, so there we go. We have the pool area now. So I think it looks pretty cool. I always think it looks really cool without water. But anyways, now we're going to fill it in. I have my water bucket. We'll start with the hot tub first. So just fill in 4 spaces there. And then you just want to go at the top edge of all of the white concrete and just start filling all of this in with more water until you have it all filled in and all level. Alright guys, so I filled it all in. It really didn't take me too long. It's not that big of a pool, so it shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, I think it's pretty nice. And you can actually see in the water now. Since we got the new aquatic update, I could actually see in the update previous to this, or in the version previous to this, you couldn't see anything underwater. So I think this update is definitely awesome. And they changed the shade of the water, which I think it looks a lot better. But now we're going to go ahead and start filling in all of the rest of the space around the pool and just like around the house. We could put some bushes on the house, some trees over there, and then we can head on to the inside. Alright guys, so now after you have the pool done, you want to go ahead and use your andesite and polished andesite to start filling in the remaining space around the pool as well as around the house. So I would recommend just filling in all of the space underneath all of this, like underneath all of the glass and stuff first, and then start filling in all of the other space, because if you start filling in all of the other space around it, then you're gonna have to like delete the blocks to get underneath the glass, because as you can see, I completely covered it up. So what I'm gonna do is just use a random pattern between andesite and polished andesite, so it gives it a little bit of texture. I'm gonna go all the way around the house and around the pool, and I'm gonna just fill it all in. I'm actually gonna grab a potion of swiftness. So yeah guys, I'll see you when I have it done. Then we have a few more things left to do, really simple things left to do on the exterior of the house. And then we're going to head on to the interior. Alright guys, so I went all the way around the house and did a random mixture between andesite and polished andesite. So now I'm going to use my snow and I'm going to have some tanning beds right here in this area. So I guess I'll go ahead and I'll have one block of space here. And I'll go on this fourth block. I'll place 4 layers of snow. And then I'll place 2 like that. So 2 layers that are next to each other. Then we want 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that's pretty good. Just 4 tanning beds right there. And that just adds a little bit more detail to the pool area. And that's really about all I'm going to have back here. Not too much. I thought I'd leave it very simple. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the trees over here. Obviously, you don't need these. I didn't really have them as part of the build for the plot size, but I'm going to go ahead and do them for you anyways. So, I think I had it right around here. So, just right on the edge of this walkway, and I placed an oak fence. Then I skipped over 7 blocks. And on the 8th block, you can place 1 more. So we have 7 spaces. So we'll do another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the 8th block. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll do 1 right there. So we have 2 spaces remaining on this side. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to my oak leaves. You can have this however tall you want. I guess I'll go ahead and just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe like 9, I would say 10 blocks high. Then we want to go on each side of it, leave 2 spaces remaining at the top, but 1 at the bottom, and just add 1 layer of leaves on each side, like that. Okay, so now I'm going to do that for the rest of these spaces that we left our oak fences. And then we're just going to put a bunch of random bushes around the house to add a little extra more detail to the house instead of just leaving it completely empty. And then we're going to head on to the interior. Okay, so there we go. I did all the trees. I have them all at the same height and they're 7 blocks apart. So there we go. That just adds a little extra detail if you want them. Alright, so now I'm going to go on the actual house itself and place a bunch of random oak leaves. Oak leaves, that sounded really weird. I'm not sure if I said that weird, but oak leaves. And I'm just going to place them randomly, have them like overhanging. And this is another thing that I really didn't have as part of the build. So this is right where I had my yellow concrete for the size of the plot. And I had like oak leaves right around here. And then I had them overhanging. So as you can see, it's overhanging 1 extra block further than the shape that I actually had. So if that's going to be a problem for you, then I would just recommend not having anything overhanging around the edge. So yeah, you don't actually need the leaves right here. But I am going to have another one overhanging on this side. So you can have these if you want. If you don't have enough space on this side, because I did have the plot size cutting off right here, then obviously you guys really don't need those leaves right there. You could just have them overhanging anywhere else. Okay, so I think that should be pretty good. That's a nice little spot for one of the oak leaves overhanging. Alright, so I'll go ahead and just do this around the rest of the house. So I have maybe one right here in the corner. Alright, let me add a little bit more to this. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let me see what that looks like. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go around the house. Don't like overdo it. I guess I'll show you what I did at this house. So I might have done it a little bit too much at this house, but overall, just add a few oak leaves in each spots of the house to where you feel like it looks good. And yeah, I think this still looks pretty good. So I'm gonna do a similar thing at this side, and I'll see you guys when I have it done. Okay guys, so I added some bushes around the house. I think it looks pretty good. It might be a little empty here. I'll go ahead and have one right here. And then I think it should be good. So I'll go around the house and show you exactly where I had all of them. And then we can actually head on to the inside. I'm not going to do the full interior for the entire first floor in this video. I'm probably going to do these 4 bedrooms here. And then I'll do the second half of the first floor for another part. as well as like all of the other floors. But anyways, let's see. Does that look good? I don't know. I think that should be pretty good. There's not too many. It's not really like overdoing it. Alright, so I didn't really put too many back here, even though I should have a lot back here since this is almost like entirely empty. This doesn't really have that many windows and stuff, but I think it still looks pretty good. And then this side probably has like the most. But anyways, I just feel like that adds a little bit more detail. But now, I'm going to head on to the inside. We're actually just going to do these 4 bedrooms right here in this area. And then that's probably all I'm going to be doing for part 3. Okay guys, so I actually almost forgot, but you want to go ahead and get some sea lanterns, white concrete, and iron trap doors. And we're going to be putting some lights right behind all of the pillars here, underneath this like overhang or walkway. And then we also got to add some parking strips over there at that little just like covered parking space. So first off, I'm going to go behind all of the pillars. I want to cut 2 spaces down into the ground right behind all of these. And for this corner one, I'm just going to go right from the corner like that. And we want to do the same thing behind all of these. So this is going to give off a pretty cool light feature for this little area right here underneath this like overhang. Alright, hang on. So yeah, this is actually the parking area. So we want to go ahead and actually fill that in. You could have lights here, but I'm not going to because I'm going to have the parking strips. I thought I was doing it here, so we want them behind here. As you can see, it is pretty dark, so we're going to have to do it right now. Okay, I'll put another one here in this corner. Alright, so now I'm going to fill in all of these holes at the second layer with a sea lantern. This should give off enough light for this area, this walkway. And then if you feel like it is still a little bit dark over here, keep in mind all of the light from the interior is going to be shining through these windows. So it's going to still look bright enough. You're going to be able to see. So don't worry about that if you still feel like it's not as bright, because we still have all the lighting to do on the inside of the house. Okay, so now before we cover this up with an iron trap door, we have to delete this dirt block underneath the pillar and replace it with white concrete. Alright, and now we're going to cover this up with an iron trap door and just make sure it's on the same layer as the like texture that you had. Make sure it's not popping out of the ground like that or like in the ground like that. You don't want to fall into it. So just make sure it's on the same layer as everything else. So I'm going to go around and cover all of these up. And then we just have to add some strips of white concrete for parking spaces here at the front. And then we can head on to the interior. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and switch to my white concrete. And I'm actually going to delete all of the space within, or like in between all of these pillars. So you're going to have parking spaces that are 4 blocks wide. And what is this? Like 7 blocks that are like in depth. But you still have an extra block of space, or 2 extra blocks of space here. And basically like 1 here. So you should have plenty of space if you guys do actually plan on putting vehicles here. I am actually not going to because I really don't think I'm the best at building vehicles. And you guys could I'll just leave it up to you. You could probably build some better ones. But anyways, yeah, I have that done. So instead of going through the front door, I'm actually going to work my way back here because like I said, I'm probably just going to do the 4 bedrooms here and that's going to be it. Alright guys, so I'm going to head inside and for now, we're just going to be doing the floors. So you could just grab some light gray concrete. And I would also recommend grabbing a potion of swiftness for this portion because we have to cut out all of this grass and replace it with the light concrete. I'm also going to grab a potion of night vision so I can see a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out all of this grass. And for now, I'm just going to stop it right here in between this opening. We still have to do all of the actual doorways. So we're going to have to get some gray concrete and just have like a border for the doorway, but we're going to stop it right here. So I'm going to start cutting out all of this grass. Let me get my potion. And then I'm going to replace all of the empty space after cutting out all the grass with light gray concrete. Alright guys, I'm just now finishing up with the last room. And I do want to mention something really quick. So, for example, on the first floor, we could just cut out some holes, put some sea lanterns in the floor, and cover it up with some carpet to give off light. But what I would normally do is put sea lanterns like in the ceiling and give off light as well. But because this house is only like 1 block thick between the ceiling and the floor on the second floor, we can't actually do that. So we're gonna have to put like mainly a lot of end rods and lamps, like to make lamps around the house, which still looks pretty good. But I did want to mention that we're not going to be able to actually put any sea lanterns in the ceiling whatsoever around this house. And then we're also obviously not going to be able to put sea lanterns and covered up with carpets on the second floor because it's still just 1 block thick. So yeah, I thought I'd mention that. It's going to be a little bit different with the lighting in this house. So yeah, I guess we could go ahead and start furnishing it. And so yeah, all of these are just going to be a bedroom. This is going to be bedrooms for your guests mainly because it just leads like right out to the pool. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good layout. We have a hallway right here, just 4 bedrooms. There is actually just 1 bathroom right here, but I think it still should be fine. But overall, let's go ahead and actually first, let me grab some gray concrete. Make sure to also get your white concrete as well. And I'm going to add 1 layer above all of these openings that we made in, what was that, like part 1? So we're going to cover up all of that. Then you could switch to your gray concrete and just wrap it around the edge so we make a doorway like that. Okay, so there we go. It's 3 blocks in height and 2 blocks wide. And then this one is a little... Oh, wait, no, this one is the same. I thought it was a little bit wider. So, yeah. Just go ahead and do this so it makes some doorways. And we should be pretty good. Then we can start actually doing the furnishings. So, there we go. I did it for all of the rooms. And that's going to lead out... Right here is going to lead out to the living room area. But anyways, let's go ahead and start furnishing this. After we get all of these rooms done, I am going to end part 3. Okay guys, so I'm going to be starting over here in this back room first, and I had like a color theme for each room at the other house. So this room was like brown, this room over here was blue, this one was green, and this one was red. So yeah, I had just like a little color theme in each room, so I guess we could go ahead and do the same thing. So I'm going to be starting in this back room here, right off the edge of the pool. And I'm going to grab blocks of quartz, some quartz slabs, and quartz stairs. And then we want to grab brown concrete, some brown carpet, and snow. Alright, so there we go. We'll start by doing the bed. So I'll leave like 2 spaces on this side, and then we could fill in 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then we could go ahead and have a stair on each side, and then an upside down one in the middle. So that's going to be the headboard. Then we're going to have, I would say, 4 layers of brown concrete like that. Then we'll have a stair on each side, 1 in the middle, and slabs on the top. Alright, so that is going to be the bed. And then you could grab your snow. We'll put 2 layers up here, and then a 3rd one in the middle. And then we'll have a strip of brown carpet. Okay, so there we go. Over here next to the bed on the left side, I'll just have 3 more blocks of quartz. And then I'll get birch trapdoors and put 3 on the side of that to act as like drawer units. And I'm also going to get an end rod, and we'll get more brown... Oh, whoops, we already got brown concrete. So just an end rod we'll put right in the middle. Oh, that might be too close to the snow. So let's put this in the corner. And then we'll put a block of concrete on there. And then next to that, I'll go ahead and just grab maybe like a flower pot. And you could either get some green or a different color in here. But I think I just want to use a dead bush to kind of match the theme of this room. So I'm going to have like a flower pot right there with the dead bush. Nothing in the middle. You could have like a skeleton skull or whatever there. But that's up to you. Okay, and then I believe... Here, first off, let me actually clear my inventory. I'm going to grab a spruce wood block, some oak leaves, and then some jungle trapdoors. So I'm going to put a bush here in the corner. So 3 blocks high, and then jungle trapdoors on the side to cover up the wood at the bottom. Alright. And I believe I actually had another one over here. Well, I think I had one here. And over here in this corner was a little dark, so I remember having some slabs here. So we could put a slab there, and then maybe one there. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll have an end rod, maybe like here in the middle. So that's going to give off extra light. And then up here at the top, I'll just put a flower pot and maybe like another dead bush. Okay. And now, the last thing I'm going to do is actually have like a carpet with sea lanterns here. So let's see. We'll go ahead and cut out 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. We left 2 spaces on this side. We'll wrap it around. Okay, is that good? Nope, that's too far. Let me grab my light gray concrete. Okay, and then we're gonna actually cut out the 3 spaces under here as well. So let me grab some sea lanterns. And then we want gray wool. And then we'll use brown carpet. So first off, I'm going to wrap around some sea lanterns like this to give off light. And then right here underneath, we're going to have gray wool. And then brown carpet, we're going to wrap around here. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. It's like lined up with the bed, but I think I want to leave it one extra one over here, so it's like in the middle of the room. All right, so I'm gonna wrap around some brown carpet. Whoops, brown carpet here, and then we'll fill this in with gray carpet. So let me grab that. Okay, so that's pretty good. So it's like in the center of the room now. It's not center with the bed, but I still think it looks pretty good. And that definitely should give off enough light. So yeah, there's not really too much to these bedrooms because they are like guest bedrooms. All you really need is a bed and maybe a little bit of storage, and that's about it. So I think that's pretty good. Let me actually get rid of my night vision potion to see how bright it actually is. All right, yeah, that is definitely good. We could easily see. All right, so now... Oh yeah, let me go ahead and just put some paintings, some extra artwork here on the wall, so it's not as bland. Let's see, what could we have here? I would say, yeah, that's pretty good. That'll work. I think that's a little bit of extra, like, artwork we could just put on the wall right there. Okay, so let's head on. Oh, dang, that's dark. Oh, dang. Let me get my potion again. We'll head on to this room right across the hall, and this was a blue themed room. So I'm gonna grab some blocks of quartz again, some quartz stairs, some quartz slabs and quartz stairs. And let's see, I had the bed up against that wall over there. I think I did it the opposite over here, so I had it on this side. And I believe this room is a little bit bigger than that one. Yeah, we have 3 spaces on that side, 3 spaces on that side. The other room was 3 spaces on one side and 2 spaces. So this room is 1 block longer, like wider. So we're gonna have the bed right here in the center, just the same concept. So just some stairs at the headboard. Let me grab light blue concrete, and then we also want light blue carpet, and oh yeah, snow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll have upside down stairs here, some slabs at the top. Then 2 layers of snow, 3 in the middle, and oh dang, oh, and we want a little like strip of carpet there to kind of like act as a blanket. Let me replace those. All right, so there we go. We have that bed. All right, you could add a bed frame here on the side, so I guess you could do something like this if you want, but I'm not going to. Okay, so then I'm trying to think exactly how I had all the other rooms. First off, let me have some tables here on each side. So something like that. That looks pretty cool. We'll get an end rod and just another light. Oh yeah. Oh dang, I forgot. I already had the light blue concrete. So we're going to put an end rod on each side. So that's going to act as a lamp. So there we go. And then right here, instead of having just birch trapdoors, we're going to have a item frame with a birch trapdoor within it, so it looks like more of a drawer unit, like with a handle. So we're going to do that on each side. Okay, and then here on the corner, I'll go ahead and get a flower pot and a blue orchid on each side, so that matches the blue theme. Right here in the middle, I'll just have a small painting. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And then we want another carpet in the floor. But on this side, I don't really remember what I had. I might have just had a storage unit or I had a desk. Might not have had a desk. I don't remember. But anyways, I guess I'll go ahead and have a storage unit over here. So I'm going to grab some blocks of quartz. Just put it lined up with the bed. And then I'll just simply put more birch trapdoors here. You get rid of that block. We want a spruce wood block. Some oak leaves. And then jungle trapdoors again. So we're going to have a bush on each side. Whoops. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Right here in the middle, I'm going to have an end rod with a light blue concrete block again. So that's going to give off extra light. On each side of this, we could go ahead and just maybe have a skeleton skull. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And then right here in the middle, I'm going to have another carpet. So I'll go ahead and just carve all of this out. Okay, so as you can see, I left 2 extra spaces up here because we don't want it too close to that snow. And then 2 extra spaces on this side. I left 1 extra space on each wall. Alright, we could actually cut out the rest of this. So I'm going to grab sea lanterns, some more gray wool, and then we want just gray carpet and light blue carpet. So first, I'll put 3 blocks of gray wool underneath that little area there because we can't have carpet. And then I'm going to fill in the rest of this with sea lanterns for a light. Then we want some gray carpet. Whoops, just 2 spaces, not 3, just 2. And then we're going to wrap around light blue carpet around this as the border. So there we go. That gives off extra light and it looks pretty cool. And I think that's all I'm really going to do for this room. Let me make sure it is bright enough. And yes, I could definitely see it is definitely bright enough. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's going to be it for this room. So that's a blue themed room. This is a brown themed room. So I guess we could start doing the hallway and then we'll do the rest of the bedrooms. Okay guys, so now we're going to start doing the hallway, and I actually realized I made this bedroom like completely different at the other side. So I'm going to do the same design on this other room that I did over at the original build, so you could get that design down. You could possibly do it over here if you want kind of like a different design in each room, because this room is very similar to this one, and I actually did make this design a little bit different over here. So I'm going to do it in that red bedroom so you guys have that design. Let me actually get my potion of night vision. I already gathered up some blocks that we're going to be using for this hallway. So you could go ahead and get spruce wood, jungle trapdoors, oak leaves, sea lanterns, gray, light gray, white, and brown carpet. Okay, so I'm going to start with my spruce wood. We're going to go all the way over here, which leads to the kitchen, or to the living room. We're going to have a block on each side, then some jungle trapdoors and oak leaves. Okay, over here on this wall, we actually had a little table, so we don't need to worry about that right now. But I'm going to go ahead and cut out a large hole right down the middle of this hallway. We're going to leave 2 spaces on each side. But then we're going to leave 1 block of space on the right and left side. So the front and back is going to be 2 spaces. The right and left is going to be 1. We're going to fill in all of this space with sea lanterns. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so now I'm going to switch to my gray carpet for now. We'll have like a random shape here like that. I'm going to switch to my light gray. I'll go ahead and have a similar shape. Alright, I think that's good. Actually, let's add more gray carpet there. And then light gray like that. Like that. Alright, and then I'm going to have maybe some brown carpet here. Alright. And let me go ahead and add maybe some white on this side. So as you can see, I'm just having kind of like a random mixture between gray, light gray, white, and brown. So now right here, let's see. We could go ahead. I would have gray here. And then I'm gonna have white right around here. Maybe some more light gray. And then we'll have brown. Okay, so I think that looks pretty cool. I think this is kind of like a modern design for a carpet. Alright, let's clear all of that. Let's grab some quartz slabs, quartz stairs. We'll start over here. I'm gonna have just a simple table. So just upside down quartz stair and 2 in the middle to connect it. Over here on these walls, I just simply had some little shelving units. So I'll have one there. Oh yeah, and then on this side. Okay, so there we go. I think I actually had one up here and one down here. So I had 2 on each side. So there's 4 in total, but I think that looks a lot better. We don't want it to be too cluttered. So I'm going to go ahead and get some end rods now. And then I'll just grab gray concrete. We'll have a lamp on these. And then we'll have a lamp on each side over here. Right in the middle, actually, let's go ahead and grab birch trapdoors and item frames. We'll have some drawer units here. And then right here in the middle, I'm just going to grab maybe some flower pots and ferns. Alright, up here, I'll put more flower pots. And I'll actually just grab maybe some... Let's use this flower. I don't know really how to say it, but you guys know what it looks like. So I think that's pretty good for the hallway. Let me make sure it is indeed bright enough. Might be a little dark. Yeah, it's a little bit dark over there, but we're going to have a little extra light that's going to be shining from this room. So it might brighten it up a little bit, but I can still see. So I think this hallway is good. At the original build, it was a little bit dark where those bushes are. So if you actually want it to be bright enough here, you could just simply have some slabs, some quartz slabs in the corner with some end rods like I did right here in the corner of this room. But now we have the hallway done. We're going to do these last 2 bedrooms, which I can actually see. So I guess we don't really need the night vision potion. So I'm going to do this room and then this room on the opposite side of it. Alright guys, and now I'm going to start doing this room here, which leads off to the pool area. So this is going to be the green themed room. So I'm going to grab more blocks of quartz, some quartz slabs, and quartz stairs. And then you want to get some snow, green concrete, then green carpet. And that's going to be it for the bed. So we're going to have the bed here on this wall. So each bed is going to be facing, they're going to be like back to back. So that one's on that wall or that side. And then this one's going to be on this side of the wall. So we just want 3 spaces remaining over here again. And then we're going to have 3 spaces wide for the bed. We want stairs up here for the headboard. So it's going to be the same design once again. So bring this out 4 layers. Then some more stairs here. Some slabs on the top. 2 layers of snow, 3 in the middle. Then a row of green carpet. We want 3 blocks. Oh wait, you know what? Let's go ahead and just have a little table like that. Okay. And I'm going to grab an end rod, a flower pot, a fern, and a green concrete block once again. Okay, so we're going to have the end rod just right here in the corner, and then a fern right there on the left side. I'm also going to get a birch trapdoor and an item frame. Put the item frame first, and then the birch trapdoor. Flip it around so it looks like a handle for a drawer unit. Over here, we want a spruce block, oak leaves, and jungle trapdoors. Okay, there we go. Now on this wall, it's going to be a little bit different than the other side. So we're going to have a big TV over here. So I want blocks of quartz and then quartz stairs. So we'll start with those first. So we want a quartz stair here and there. So just 2 like that. And then we want 2 wide on this side. So 1 block wide on that side, 2 wide on that side, and they're 2 in total, like in height. Then we want 2 blocks of quartz on each side like that. Then we'll go ahead and maybe just have upside down quartz stairs there. And then some quartz slabs up top. We'll actually have upside down quartz stairs here. So it looks like a little storage unit here. So you can have like your I don't know, like your gaming system here or whatever, just in that little slot, even though we can't actually store anything there. So I'm actually going to get some item frames now, and we want some discs. So I'm just going to grab the... Where am I looking? Where are they? Okay, well, I'm just going to grab maybe like the black disc. So I'm going to put 2 item frames on each side on this block of quartz, and then some discs. So these act as speakers. And then I'm going to get some black concrete and stone buttons. We're going to bring this 5 blocks wide and 2 blocks in height. And then a button on that side. So that's going to be the TV. And now for some light, let's grab an end rod and more green concrete blocks. We'll put a lamp here and a lamp here. Underneath on this part, I'll go ahead and have like a flower pot. I'll get a fern, also get a zombie head, maybe a skeleton skull. And I'll get also like one of the white flowers. So on this side, I'll just have a fern like that. And then over here, I'll have maybe like the zombie head there. We'll have a white flower here and a skeleton skull. Okay, so that's pretty good. And that should be enough light. For some extra light, we're going to have a carpet here. So I'm just going to cut this out. Make sure to bring this 2 blocks on that side so it's like even with the bedroom. Let's cut out these 3 blocks under here. I'm going to grab more gray wool. Then gray carpet, and then green carpet, and then I almost forgot the sea lanterns. So we're just going to wrap this around like this. Just the same concept. 3 blocks of wool underneath this little section, then 2 more on that side, and then we're going to have a border of green carpet. And is that too far? Yes, it is. Alrighty then, there we go. So that's pretty good. And I think that's going to be everything for this bedroom. We could put a painting up here on this wall. I guess I'll go ahead and do that. I would say, let's just put a small one right there. That's pretty good. Okay, so there we go. That's going to be it for this bedroom. And then we have this one in here. Then this one, which this is a completely different design than the other one. I forgot that I had a different design in here. But we're going to do the same design in here that we had at the other house. So this is going to be the red themed room. Alright guys, now for the red themed room, we're going to have the bed over here. So just the same style of bed. So a block of quartz slab, quartz stair. We actually want red concrete, some snow, and then red carpet. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of space. So we want a bed here, just 1 block of space remaining on that side. And then we'll have the headboard here. Then 4 layers of red concrete like that. Then the footboard. So just the same style once again. We'll have 2 layers of snow, 3 in the middle, and then a layer of red carpet. Okay, so over here, I had just a little storage unit like that. We'll put the details on there later. On this wall, I had a desk here with a pretty cool design. I think it was something like that. All right. And then over here, I just had another storage unit. I might have had this. Yeah, I think that's how it was. So then I had like a storage unit here. I guess I'll add an extra block there. I had it 1 block wide. I might have had this desk like only 3 blocks wide, but I'll leave it 4 like that. Let's add some slabs on this. Now I'm going to get some birch trap doors. We're going to cover this up. So this is just like a little storage unit. Same with this. But now on top of this, we're going to have a flower pot. I know I said that really weird. Don't make fun of me. I was like this. All right. So we want maybe like a red tulip. And then an end rod and red concrete. We'll go ahead and put the lamp right there in the middle. And then some red tulips. So that's pretty cool. And then over here, this is just a little desk. So I'm going to have... Maybe we could have another end rod with a red concrete block on the right side to give off light. Sorry if you can hear a train. It's really loud. I'll try to remove it. But then let's go ahead and get a jungle door, jungle wood stairs, and then some item frames. So we'll put a chair right here where we had that little slab. Then a door behind it, and then some item frames. So that's like a big desk, or not a big desk, but a big gaming type chair. And then here we're gonna have, just get whatever block so we could place our painting without any problems. So we want a painting, then a stone button, and a stone pressure plate. So let me cover all this up. We'll have a 1 block painting right like that. Then the pressure plate and a button, so that's gonna act as a laptop. All right, let's go ahead. Oh yeah, let's cut out a space here. So it's a 4x3 area. We're gonna fill this in with sea lanterns. And then we'll have like red carpet and I would say white carpet. Whoops. Red carpet and white carpet. So let's go ahead and have the red with maybe like a shape like that, and then the white with the shape like that. All right. And I think that's everything. Let me go ahead and get rid of the potion, so every room should be good. So that's pretty cool. That's all good. And then we have this room over here. Definitely bright enough. All right. And then we have the hallway. Then we have the brown room over here. And then this room, which was supposed to be pretty similar to the other one, but I ended up just making it like this. So I guess every room has its own design. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for part 3. So in part 4, I'll be doing like the living room, the bathroom, the kitchen, and the office space that we're going to have there at the front door. And then I'll probably do like the gaming room at the 2nd floor. That'll be it for part 4. Then for part 5, I'll do the 2 bedrooms and bathrooms on the 2nd floor, and then the bedroom and bathroom, whoops, on the 3rd floor. Let me patch that up. All right, so there we go. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for part 3 on how to build this large modern house. And if this did help you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 4. Later.